Hello, my name is Jeff Welch. I am the writer, creator, director, producer of Starship Resilience. The work on this project began in January of 2023 when my wife challenged me to write a novel. Over the next 4 to 5 months, I undertook the project of writing what has become Starship Resilience. When I was finished and edited, I began the process of reaching out to an agent to possibly sell this book. But after time, that became less and less of a dream, and Starship Resilience essentially sat on a shelf. After I was unable to find representation to sell my book, my wife challenged me to turn this into a fan production Star Trek audio drama, like many of the others that you find on your podcast apps. After several months of rewrites and eventually casting, and with the help of a very, very talented group of individuals who have brought to life the characters that have lived in my head for 2 years. It's been an honor so far working with them and seeing what they have done to interpret the characters for me in new and surprising ways. So I'd like to take a moment before we begin to thank my cast of incredible characters that have brought my characters to life. I'd like to thank Marissa for believing in the book that was Starship Resilience and giving me encouragement and hope. I'd also like to thank Kate for her help with editing the original novel and the Herculean task that was. I'd like to thank my family for their encouragement. Most of all, I'd like to thank my number one cheerleader, the love of my life, my wife, Amy. With your encouragement and Zadi, this project has come to life. And now, without further ado, please enjoy Starship Resilience, Hero Worship, Episode 1. You are hereby requested and required.
Inspired me to find a way to get in the way. And I got in trouble. Good trouble. Necessary trouble.
In the 26th century, personal log, stardate 212-530.87. This is my first entry as a captain. It was made official this afternoon with the help of Captain Pardock. Along with the promotion, I've received orders to report to the USS Resilience to replace their retiring captain. After a thorough review of the ship's crew manifest, I've determined that Lieutenant Commander Chirega Doth would be the most capable first officer candidate. The ship's former executive officer was recently promoted to her own ship, so bringing in someone new at this point might disrupt the harmony of the crew. Commander Doth has been with the ship since it launched and has been the chief of operations for the last several years. Another position in need of filling is Chief Helm Officer. I spoke to Captain Pardock, and he's given me his blessing to ask Lieutenant Colt to join me. She's a capable pilot and a fine officer. I think she's due for a new challenge. There are a few more key roles I need to look at, but I think I should be able to get these filled in the next 2 days before I disembark. Computer, pause recording.
Recording paused.
More here. Go ahead.
Sorry to bother you, Commander. I mean, Captain. There's a Priority 1 message for you from Starfleet Command. Admiral Kilgallen is on the line.
Are you sure it's for me, Lieutenant? I just got promoted a few hours ago.
I verified the message is encoded for your eyes only, Captain Moore.
Very well. Go ahead and route it through to my quarters. More out.
Ah, Captain Moore. That new pip looks good on your collar.
Thank you, Admiral. Captain Parnock said you got the promotion and the transfer orders pushed through.
I may have helped with a word here and a push there, but you earned it, Nick.
Well, thank you, sir. I can't wait to get started.
That's good to hear, Captain. But before you take off for the Resilience, I do have a mission for you. This is a Priority 1 mission, and I have a vessel en route to intercept the Intrepid with more information for you. This is only to be shared on a need-to-know basis, Captain or higher, before you brief your senior staff about the mission. Am I clear?
Yes, Admiral. Crystal clear.
Good. I knew I could count on you, Nick. I know you won't let me down. Kilgallen out.
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Resilience. Our mission? To explore new mysteries and new horizons, to seek out new friends and new wonders, to stand firm against whatever the universe throws at us.
Shuttlecraft to Resilience.
This is Resilience. Go ahead, Shuttlecraft.
Resilience, we are estimating 15 minutes to rendezvous.
Confirmed, Shuttlecraft. We are seeing you on our sensors and concur. Safe travels, and we'll see you soon.
Roger, Resilience. Shuttlecraft out.
Are we there yet?
You're an ass. Sir.
Are you still looking forward to the adventure?
Actually, I've been thinking about dropping you off and heading back to the Intrepid. With you gone, I hear there's an opening for a first officer. I'm sure Captain Pardock would consider me. Besides, how hard can it be? You held the position for 9 years.
Is that so? Well, I guess I better do better at the job of captain so you don't try to take that position from me too.
Nah, I'd rather watch you make the mistakes so I can see what not to do when I get the ship of my own. What are you reading back there?
I was just going over the crew manifest for the Resilience again.
Anything interesting?
Well, I noticed they've been in space for 5 years and haven't had a ship's counselor the whole time. Just thought it was a little odd.
You're right. I don't know what I would have done without Counselor Tamir. She helped me through a lot of things.
Tamir has helped me with a few things too. Can't imagine going that long in deep space without a ship's counselor.
I hope you got someone as good as Tamir.
Well, I think you'll be happy. Tamir helped me find someone that she had mentored personally. So she's got solid credentials and a good head on her shoulders.
I'm glad you got advice from Tamir.
Hey, now, I know when to ask for help.
How many spots did you have to fill?
Well, let's see. Aside from the ship's counselor, you're taking over at the helm.
Because you want the best at the helm.
Right, exactly. Actually, Captain Pardak paid me 4 strips of latinum to take you with me.
How rude! Only 4 strips? Don't be so insulting, Nick. I am at least a 20 bars of latinum type of pilot.
Sure, Mia. I also had to fill the ops position. Captain Pardak is friends with the captain on the USS Shran. He has a Ferengi officer that it seems as if he can almost hear if something's going wrong with the ship.
Oh, cool. I look forward to working with him. So, that's all you had to replace?
Thankfully, yes. You're replacing the helmsman, who went with their first officer to the Kira Nerys. I have Gazig coming in to replace the ops officer, who is becoming your new boss.
Oh yeah, she's the Klingon. What was her name again? I should know this. Oh shoot. I forgot.
Chirega Doth.
That's right.
Her file looks really good. She's got a solid record, and I think she'll be a good complement to my command style.
Okay.
I heard that.
So, everyone else is staying in their positions?
For now, yes. The chief of security is a young Cation officer. He was recently promoted to head of security about 6 months ago, after their previous chief went to the USS Navalny to be their first officer.
I hear that's a nice ship.
That's another universe class just like the Enterprise.
Who else is on this new stuff?
This is the odd part. 3 of the spots are filled by people who served on the Maelstrom.
That's your old ship, right?
Right, the first one I had right out of the academy. The science officer is Yura Jokoth. He got there fresh out of the academy shortly after I left for the Wellington. But the chief medical officer, Dr. Narlin, and the chief engineer, Commander Strawn, were all lieutenants on the Maelstrom when I was there. Even Captain Colon was the chief of security. It's just weird to see people that I served with when I was an ensign who have not retired or are still at the division head level. They were all top in their fields. I figured they'd all have made the Admiralty by now.
Maybe they got as far as they wanted to go.
I guess it just seems strange.
Hey Nick, she's coming into view.
Isn't she a beauty?
She's a Drexel-class ship, just like the Intrepid, sir. They look exactly alike.
There are subtle differences that a ship's captain would notice.
What differences? You've been a captain for 2 days, and you haven't even taken command yet, let alone step foot on the ship. Sir?
Yes, Lieutenant?
I know I already said it. I really appreciate the opportunity you've given me. This means a lot to me. You have no idea. And when I told my parents, my mom nearly plotzed.
Is that a good thing? It sounds messy.
It's a good thing. Huge.
I'll take your word for it, Lieutenant.
What I'm trying to say is, thank you for giving me the chance to serve with you on the Resilience. I won't let you down.
You're one hell of a good pilot, Mia, and a damn fine officer. Honestly, I would have spent more than 20 bars for your skills at the helm. Any captain in the fleet would love to have an officer half as skilled as you piloting their ship. In other words, you're welcome.
USS Resilience to shuttlecraft.
Shuttle here. Go ahead, Resilience.
Slow to 1/4 impulse and adjust your course to main shuttle bay. Prepare for tractor beam.
Roger, Resilience.
Verify the security team will be there for the package.
Resilience, please confirm a security team will meet us in the shuttle bay.
Confirmed, shuttle. A security team will be standing by.
Roger, Resilience. Slowing to 1/4 impulse and adjusting approach to main shuttle bay.
Confirmed, and welcome to the Resilience.
Acknowledged, Resilience. Shuttle out. When are you going to tell me what's in that thing?
That is a conversation for another time, Lieutenant. Computer. Mirror.
The welcoming committee is waiting. Do you need more time? Would you two like to be alone?
Computer. Cancel mirror. Permission to come aboard.
Granted, Captain Moore. Welcome to the Resilience.
Thank you. You must be Commander Chirega.
Yes, sir. Captain Colon sends his regards. He says he will see you at the ceremony tomorrow. This is Ensign Nimilo.
May I present Lieutenant Mia Colt? And you are?
Lieutenant Yabari. Oscar Yabari. We're the security detail you requested.
Ah, yes. The box you're looking for is still on the shuttle.
Very good, sir. Thank you. Let's go, team.
Lieutenant, if you go with the Ensign, he will be showing you to your quarters.
Okay. Thank you, Commander.
If you would, please, place your palm here, Captain.
Cargo Container 216, received and transferred to USS Resilience.
Thank you, sir. The container will be in Cargo Bay 3.
Thank you, Lieutenant. I'll stop by and check on it later. Sorry about that. Where were we?
If you come with me, Captain, I can show you to the guest quarters.
Lead on, Commander.
Is this your first time aboard the Resilience, sir?
Yes, it is. But the Intrepid's the same class, so I'm pretty familiar with the layout. And yourself? How long have you served on the ship?
5 years now. I was part of the initial crew.
Been in operations that whole time?
Yes. I've been Chief Operations Officer for 3 years now. Deck 4, Section J.
Honor can be obtained through performance of one's duty in service to their shipmates. I believe that was Cradle Null of the Second Dynasty.
It was actually the Third Dynasty, although, I must admit, I've never heard a human quote Cradle the Soulless.
You probably won't believe me, but I dated a girl who was really into Klingon culture. She was particularly fond of Gach.
A human female?
Ironically, yes. I don't remember how she got involved, but she was obsessed to the point that when we broke up, she told me that I was, quote, without honor. It really hurt.
Just down here to the left, sir. You understand that your permanent quarters will not be available for a day or two.
Oh, I completely understand. It's still Captain Colon's ship until tomorrow afternoon, so no reason for him to be kicked out of his home until he's ready. Has Captain Colon mentioned what he plans to do with his retirement?
Last I heard, he was going to return to Teller Prime for a season. I'm not sure beyond that.
Good for him. Care to join me, Commander? Have a seat. At ease, Commander, please.
I am at ease.
I notice you're still wearing the gold uniform with the Lieutenant Commander's rank. I've confirmed with Starfleet that your promotion has gone through.
Captain Colon believes it would be inappropriate for me to assume my new rank until things are official tomorrow afternoon. Even though our previous first officer has moved on to another ship, he's told me to wait until you're in command.
Well, to say I'm not confused would be a lie, but I do understand. Again, it's his ship, and he wants things to remain the same until the very end. I was reviewing the crew manifest en route and noticed things are essentially going to be the same around here. Security, medical, engineering, science are all continuing on unchanged. The only positions which are going to be different are the helm, operations, ship's counselor, and first officer. But that really won't make much of a difference since you're already a senior officer. Out of curiosity, has the operations officer and ship's counselor arrived yet?
Lieutenant Gazig arrived this morning. He was at the operations station when you arrived, and has already begun to familiarize himself with the operations staff. Lieutenant Tavel is due to arrive late tomorrow morning, but in plenty of time for the command transfer ceremony.
Excellent. Everything's coming together nicely.
Yes, sir. Sir, may I ask you a question?
Please, fire away.
This is your first command, correct?
Yes, it is. Why do you ask?
Why have you chosen me to be your first officer?
That's a very legitimate question, Commander. Well, the obvious answer is your familiarity with the ship and her crew. Being the new kid on the block could put a captain at a disadvantage, whereas replacing all the senior staff is not fair to the crew. They'd end up having to learn a completely new system for navigating internal politics just to get their work done. Once I heard I was being promoted to the Resilience, I downloaded the crew manifest. As most ships go, the Resilience has a very solid crew. Helm officer and ship's counselor were areas I knew we needed fresh blood, since those positions were vacant. And once I heard your first officer had been offered her own command, I looked to the senior staff to see who would be a good fit. Just between you and me, don't say anything to Lieutenant Colt. She seems to think I'm going to make her my executive officer. Seriously, though, Commander, your record impressed me. You have a solid work ethic, and it seems as though the crew and Captain Colon think very highly of you. It would appear the only black mark I could find was the time that you and Captain Colon got into an argument over how to proceed in a tense situation on the bridge. I can't really hold that against you, especially since it's the mark of a good first officer. So, feel free to question me.
You may regret that, sir.
You know, I certainly hope so.
The command transfer ceremony is tomorrow at 1400 hours at Tony's.
Tony's?
Oh, sorry. The lounge. Captain Colon is fascinated with Earth culture. A friend of his created a program for him with a self-aware hologram named Tony.
Oh, interesting. And the Intrepid, Captain Pardock just had that space retrofitted into an actual lounge area. I have to say I'm a little curious now about the holographic lounge. I may have to check it out.
Should I let them know you may stop by?
No, I think it'll just be a casual visit. Perhaps a little light reconnaissance.
Very well. Good night, sir.
Captain's personal log. Stardate 212585.97. I have arrived at my new posting, the Drexler class USS Resilience. So far, things have been very uneventful. Sometimes it's good to fly under the sensor net and try to avoid detection. I met with Commander Chirega. She appears to be a very interesting person. She's got the talent. I think she'll be a good complement to my skills. My hope is that I can command this ship with half the talent that Captain Pardock showed. We'll have epic adventures that'll put us in the history books. Chirega recommended the ship's version of the lounge. It's run by a self-aware hologram named Tony. It might be time to slip into something a little more civilian and walk among the troops.
Welcome to Tony's. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi. I'll have a mug of Warnog.
Absolutely.
He may show what outward courage he will, but I believe as cold a night as 'tis, he could wish himself in Thames up to the neck, and so I would he were, and I by him at all adventures, so we were quit here.
By my troth, I will speak my conscience of the king. I think he would not wish himself anywhere but where he is.
Then I would he were here alone. So should he be, sure to be ransomed, and a many poor men's lives saved. Tony's my name. Figured I should introduce myself since you're going to be my new landlord.
I'm guessing you know who I am. Did someone point me out to you?
My lord, the king isn't wearing that good a disguise. Besides, I'm connected to the main computer. As long as it's not classified, I'm privy to it.
I will keep that in mind. It's quite a place you have here.
Thank you, sir. Tuesday, sports bar night. Always a crew favorite.
But what other kind of programs do you run?
If I told you, it would spoil the fun of seeing them for the first time. Don't worry, nothing crazy. Although, I was thinking tomorrow night would be Klingon blood sports and targ fighting night. You're all right, Captain. The ship is going to be well cared for.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Tony. But I haven't even taken command yet. Let's give it a couple weeks and see what happens.
I thought I saw you sneak in, Nick.
Oh, hey, Mia. Saw you over there with a group of people. Who are they?
Well, now that I'm a department head, they would be my department. You can't have one without the other.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. You seem to be having a good time.
I'm having a great time. But I am a woman on a mission. Barkeep.
Her red hair burns like the rays of the sun. I see her and I am lit, for she is beautiful beyond compare, the girl with the blue eyes and fire for hair.
Well, aren't you just a sweet talker? Another round for my posse, if you don't mind.
Anything for you, my dear.
He's cute for a bartender.
You do know he's a computer program, right?
Pish.
Just so you're aware, you are on Alpha Shift tomorrow morning.
Why are you such a buzzkill, Nick?
It comes with the 4th pip.
Nuh-uh. You were a basket with only 3 pips.
Oh, ouch. So what are you finding out about your team?
They have some pretty impressive credentials. 3 of them are former members of Nova Squad like me.
It's good to know in a pinch. What else?
The last department head was not only tapped by the first officer to go to the USS Karen Reese to be the first officer, but apparently they were in not-so-secret relationship.
Really?
Uh-huh. Juicy, right?
That is juicy. Well, I hope it works out for them.
Oh, here we go again. Senior officer should never be in relationship with crew member as they command.
Like it or not, it is in the Starfleet regulation.
Blah, blah, blah.
And it's a good personal policy.
Whatever. But don't you ever just get tired of reading about things?
Not if it means jeopardizing my command, or my relationship with a trusted friend and officer.
You are so lame.
Here are your drinks, Lieutenant Colt.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Careful, don't spill those.
I won't, Mom.
Don't stay out too late.
I won't, Dad.
Bet you 2 strips of Latinum you're late for your shift on the bridge tomorrow.
You're on.
Well, she's a real firecracker.
Tony, you don't know the half of it. By the way, you took your sweet time with those drinks. This is why we have replicators.
I know. It looked like you two needed a moment, so I just wanted to be obliging.
I may have to raise your rent, Tony.
Sorry, Captain. This is a rent-controlled district, sir. I'll have a copy of my lease sent to your quarters.
Well played, Tony.
Thank you, sir.
Well, tomorrow's a long day. I better get some sleep or I'm not going to be awake during the ceremony. Good night, Tony.
Good night, sir.
Oh, good morning, Captain. May I help you?
Yeah, hi. Where can I find the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Pemeth Narlin?
He's in his office, sir. Just down the hall, and it's the 3rd door on the right.
Thank you, Ensign.
Oh, you're welcome.
Come in.
Dr. Pemeth Narlin?
Yes? Confound it, man. Speak out. I haven't got all day.
I'm here for my physical.
Congratulations. You're in the right place for that, but I don't have time to assist you. See who the doctor on call is. They can get you squared away.
Excuse me, I'm Captain Nick Moore, reporting for my physical.
Who? Ah, Captain Moore. My apologies. I was deeply engrossed in my work.
I see that. What are you studying?
A member of the crew picked up a nasty parasite on our last assignment. Nothing to worry about, really. I'm looking for a safe way to extract it from their body without killing her or the parasite. Now, how can I be of assistance?
I'm Nick Moore.
Yes, you stated that. How may I assist you?
I'm the new captain of the ship, and I'm reporting for my annual physical. I'm sorry, do you not remember me?
No, I don't believe so. Should I?
We both served together on the Maelstrom about 20 years ago.
No, I'm afraid not. My memory's not as good as it used to be. I must apologize to you, but I am terribly busy right now and simply will not be able to assist you with the physical. If you see the doctor on call, they'll be happy to take care of you. Thank you for stopping by, and welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you, Doctor. Hi.
You're back. Welcome.
I need to get my annual physical, and Dr. Narlin said I should see whoever is on call.
That would be Dr. Flint. One moment, sir. I'll page her. Ensign Meade to Dr. Flint.
Flint here. Go ahead, Ensign.
Doctor, you have a patient waiting to be seen.
Acknowledged, Ensign. Should be there momentarily. Flint out.
If you'd like to take a seat, sir, she'll be with you shortly.
Thank you. So, how long have you been posted to the Resilience, Ensign?
2 weeks, sir.
Fresh out of the academy, huh? I remember those days. Just remember to enjoy them while you have the chance. Don't focus too much on your career right now, but you forget to have a little fun.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
The tendons need time to finish healing. You'll want to exercise at a lower setting for at least a week. Who's next, Ensign?
That would be me. Captain Nick Moore. Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Captain. If you'd care to follow me? Why don't you come in here and hop up on the biobed? What can I do for you today, Captain?
Truthfully, I know captains can be a pain in the backside to get them to show up for their annual physicals. So I had some time. I thought I might take the opportunity and get it out of the way before I assume command this afternoon.
Well, aren't you sweet? But to be honest, you just wanted to score points with the medical staff before the job started demanding too much from you.
Was I that obvious? I was actually trying to take a moment to reconnect with Dr. Narlin, but he seems too engrossed in his project to talk to me.
I wouldn't take it too personally, sir. It's clear he's getting to the age where he should be thinking about retiring. Not sure why he hasn't thought about pursuing it.
Interesting. I did notice a few names on the crew list who are familiar.
Like whom?
Well, Captain Colon for one, Dr. Narlin, and Chief Engineer Strawn. I served with all three of them on the Maelstrom. It's been 20 years ago. It just seems a little strange having people from a previous ship still on active duty and now under my command.
I don't know if you should let it bother you all that much. Strawn is Vulcan, so he obviously lives a long time. And you didn't hear this from me, but Kolan and Nalin are too ornery to die.
Is that right?
I probably shouldn't have said that. I can't imagine what you must be thinking of me right now.
Well, no, not the kind of thing I've heard at other physicals.
I'm not the kind of person who gossips about people behind their backs. My mom always said I tended to be headstrong and spoke my mind no matter what. I'm sorry, sir.
It's okay. I like an officer who can speak their mind.
My mom always said speaking my mind was my best and worst quality.
Look, since I'm not the captain yet, for at least a few more hours, I'll pretend it never happened. Deal?
Deal.
Okay, well, are we all set now?
Aye, sir. You are all set. You are 100% fit for active duty.
Thank you, Lieutenant Dr. Flint.
Elizabeth, let me walk you out.
Hope to see you at the command transfer ceremony.
I think I can spare a few minutes if things don't get too crazy around here.
Great. I look forward to seeing you there.
Dr. Flint? Lieutenant Cutler is here. She had another accident on the holodeck.
Have a good day, Captain. This way, Lieutenant.
Looking sharp, Captain. It's the big day. Are you nervous?
Nope. Piece of cake.
At least you were here in time.
Captain, it's good to see you.
Commander, you see you have the correct uniform on and the right number of pips. I think red is your color.
Yes, definitely. The red reminds me of bathing in the blood of my enemies.
You're kidding, right?
Perhaps.
Okay. Commander Chirigadoth, you remember Lieutenant Mia Cope?
Yes, of course. Nice to see you again.
Likewise.
Commander,
Yes, Commander?
Captain Kolan has asked that you and Captain Moore please make your way to the stage so we can begin.
Very well. Lieutenant Commander Pravec, may I introduce Captain Nick Moore and Lieutenant Mia Colt, our new Chief Helms Officer.
An honor, sir. Lieutenant.
A pleasure, sir.
I must say, you're the first Haitian Chief of Security I've ever had the opportunity to serve with.
Thank you, sir.
Shall we proceed to the dais, Commander?
Captain Tom Cullen, may I present Captain Nick Moore.
A pleasure, Captain. I'm anxious to get started. I still have some packing to do.
Oh, yes, of course.
Commander.
Yes, sir. Your attention, please. The Anthem of the Federation.
Captain Kolan, I don't know if you remember me, but we served aboard the Maelstrom about 20 years ago.
No, I don't seem to remember. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Thanks anyways.
If you'll excuse me, Captain, I'd like to say a few words to the crew before we get started.
Oh, by all means.
"5 years. It's been 5 years since this ship launched. Many of you were there on that day. Since then, we have been put to the test. We have been tried, but we have withstood the hardships we faced. This crew has lived up to the ship's motto written on the dedication plaque on the bridge. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Life is full of moments of change. This is one such moment. Even though I am moving on to the next chapter of my life, I will take all of you with me in my heart. And rest assured, you are going to be in capable hands. Captain Moore is a fine officer with a good record. And as I end my time in Starfleet, I end it knowing I worked with the best damn people on the best damn ship in the fleet. Commander?
All hands, attention to orders.
To Captain Tom Colon, Commanding Officer USS Resilience, Stardate 2125-88.08. You are hereby requested and required to relinquish command of your vessel to Captain Nicholas J. Moore as of this date. Signed, Rear Admiral Michael Kilgallen, Starfleet Command. Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Nicholas J. Moore, voice authorization : Iota 379.
Transfer complete. USS Resilience is now under the command of Captain Nicholas J. Moore.
I relieve you, sir.
I stand relieved.
I'd like to say a few words if you don't mind.
By all means, this is your ship now.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. I know any notable change in ship's crew can be a hit to morale and efficiency. Rest assured, Captain Colon, I promise this ship and its crew will be well cared for. With the help of Commander Doth, the Resilience will be the type of ship in which each one of you can take pride. But most importantly, Captain Colon will be able to take pride in knowing his crew is still giving it their all for king and country. I'd like to remind the senior officers we will be having a mission briefing tomorrow morning at 0900 hours. Thank you to everyone for coming, and enjoy the festivities.
Riveting speech, sir. I think it brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, just remember to not be late for the staff meeting tomorrow.
Aye, sir. Would you introduce me to the rest of the senior staff, Captain?
Well, certainly, Mia.
All hands, black alert.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, wow, that's cool. From the Starfleet reception hall to the mud baths of Teleprime. Captain Pardok really should have let me put the holomatrix in the lounge on the Intrepid.
Agreed. Waiter, champagne? Thank you. Here you go, madame.
Why, thank you, kind sir. To the new captain of the USS Resilience, may his phases be true, may his warp core be always charged, and may he have the wisdom to traverse the dangers of space safely to bring his crew back home.
That was a beautiful toast, Mia. And here's to you. Lieutenant J.M. Mia Colt,
Aye, sir?
shall we mingle?
Let's shall.
Captain Colon, this is quite a party. My compliments.
As much as I'd like to take credit for it, the real credit goes to Tony. He really manages to make every celebration come alive.
Indeed he does. Gentlemen, may I present the talented Lieutenant Josephine Miriam Colt, Helms Officer Extraordinaire.
My friends usually just call me Mia.
Oh, of course. The young lady who was late for her duty shift on the bridge this morning.
I'm sorry about that. It will never happen again.
I'll take your word for it, since I won't be here to put you in the brig.
Oh, I'll be here to take care of that. Should I add the 2 strips of latinum to your current debt balance, Lieutenant?
Captain Mole, Lieutenant Colt, allow me to introduce Commander Strong, the Resilience's brilliant chief engineer. Our science officer, Lieutenant Commander Orojikov. Also, our chief medical officer, Commander Pamath Narlin.
Gentlemen,
Sirs.
Commander Strong, I've spoken with Captain Colon and Dr. Narlin. Surely, as a Vulcan, you must remember me.
I do not believe so. So, from where should I have known you?
The 4 of us served on the Maelstrom together 20 years ago, under then-Captain Kogalan.
I do not believe so, sir. Perhaps you are confusing me with another officer named Strand. It was a popular name for newborn males 100 years ago on Vulcan, around the time I was born.
Okay, thank you. Well then, Commander Urajikov, I've read some of your research. I must say I'm very impressed with your work.
Thank you, Captain. It is an honor, and I look forward to serving under you.
Gentlemen, if you'll excuse me, I promised Lieutenant Colt we would mingle.
Oh, that's quite all right, Captain. I'm going to excuse myself as well. I have more to pack before my transport arrives in the morning, and I think I'll contact my wife to let her know when she can expect me. It's been an honor serving with you, gentlemen. Captain, would you and the lieutenant care to walk me to the door?
We would be honored, sir.
I must say, Tony has outdone himself this time. I actually feel like I'm back on Talar. You know, my wife and I honeymooned here back in our younger days. I had wanted to see this one more time before I left the ship. Tony's version of it is so real. I swear I've been bitten by the insects in here.
Captain, I noticed you've arranged for a transport to rendezvous with the Resilience in the middle of Gamma Shift to take you home. Wouldn't you rather schedule it for a time when the crew can give you a proper send-off on your way to the transporter?
I appreciate the offer, Captain, but I'm not much for goodbyes. I've said my farewells to the crew before the transfer, and I've met with my senior staff privately to extend my goodbyes. So, I think it's best if I just slip out when no one is looking.
As long as that's what you want, Captain. Captain Colon. Lieutenant Colt, may I introduce Lieutenants Gazig, our new operations officer, and Tavel, the new ship's counselor.
Pleasure. I see you'll be leaving the Resilience in excellent hands.
Thank you, sir.
Have you both been able to get settled in?
Aye, sir.
Yes, Captain. I settled into my quarters and have started to set up my office. I should be able to begin seeing crew members within a day or two.
We haven't had a ship's counselor on the Resilience in some time. People on board tend to be very private and deal with things themselves. It's just their way.
Well, if nothing else, I can be a listening pointy ear if they need one.
Lieutenant, was that a joke?
Perhaps, sir.
The lieutenant is like no other Vulcan you've ever met, Captain. Her father was a Kolinar master.
And your mother?
Wasn't.
Her mother was a member of the Order of the Qowat Malat.
Really?
Yes. My mother always said that the Qowat Malat only bind their swords to the most hopelessly lost causes, and she never saw a cause more hopeless and lost than my father.
Well, Captain, I must be going. It was a pleasure to meet you all. Safe journeys. Good night.
I'm glad you both arrived safe. Don't forget the mission briefing at 0900 tomorrow morning. I can't wait to see you all there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to retire to my quarters, do some paperwork, and see if my parents are awake.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I really would like to talk to my parents. They couldn't be here, and I want to share it with them while I still have it fresh in my mind. Besides, you know my mother, she's going to have a million questions.
Say hi to them for me.
The cast for this episode has been, in order of appearance, Jeff Welch as Captain Nick Moore, Amy Welch as the computer, Corey Welch as the Intrepid Operations Officer, Clay Duggar as Admiral Kilgallen, Mira Fey as Lieutenant Mia Colt, Patty Knox as Commander Jorega Dock, Veronica Kendall as Lieutenant Oscar Yubari, and the bartender at Tony's, Gareth Foley as Tony, Abigail Welch as Ensign Meade, Gareth Murden as Dr. Pemeth Narland, Faye Holliday as Lieutenant Elizabeth Flint, Mark Douglas S. as Lieutenant Commander Pralvek, Corey Welch as Captain Tum Kalan, Rob Harrower as Commander Strawn, Clayton Warden as Lieutenant Commander Uruk Jukath, Tom Barnes as Lieutenant Gazik, and Ashley Root as Lieutenant Savell. Additional credits available at StarshipResilience.com. Tune in next month for Episode 2, Umbre Mortis. This has been a Necessary Trouble production.
Star Trek and all related marks, logos, characters are solely owned by CBS Studios, Inc. Necessary Trouble Productions, StarshipResilience.com, the promotion thereof, and this fan production is not endorsed by, sponsored by, nor affiliated with CBS, Paramount Pictures, or any other Star Trek franchise, and is a non-commercial fan-made audio drama intended for recreational use. No commercial exhibition or distribution is permitted.